Broadly speaking, asset management is about making sure assets provide the required level of service for customers in the most cost-effective manner. This brief video is an illustrated guide to asset management through the collaboration of subject matter experts in Australia and New Zealand. The bottom line is, asset management is all about providing services to the customer. That should be the key focus. A strategic asset management plan always starts with the end in mind: a happy customer. A good framework will help guide us in managing our assets to provide these services. An asset management policy supports the establishment of this framework. It's important to know upfront what the customer and other stakeholder requirements are, and to clarify the organisation's strategic objectives. Everything we plan and do should align with this. If it doesn't, why are we doing it? We need to maintain line of sight between strategic objectives and customer services. We need to determine the best way to meet these requirements. A strategic asset management plan, otherwise known as SAMP, helps define this. It's like going on a journey, and the SAMP tells us the right path to follow. A key part of the SAMP is to define the asset management objectives. They specify what we are aiming to achieve in relation to the management of our assets and provisions of the associated services. The SAMP also explains the approach to achieve the asset management objectives. This approach includes key strategies and how to implement these whilst balancing risk, cost, and performance. There are lots of considerations to take into account at a strategic level when developing the SAMP, and also later on when implementing it. These include levels of service, demand and growth, risk and opportunity, and financial considerations. Now the right path has been agreed on, we need to make sure we do the right things. We define those things in asset management plans. This involves life cycle management planning, in which we determine the best way to manage assets from the day they are first dreamed of, otherwise known as the planning phase, to the time they are decommissioned. The asset management plans need to address significant risks associated with the assets, particularly the really big ones. Once again, the key considerations referred to previously need to be taken into account in the asset management plans, but more at a tactical level in relation to the specific system, facility or assets being addressed by the plans. But the job's not done yet. Now the plans are in place, we need to manage the assets that are going to provide the services to our customers. We know the right path to follow and things to do. Now we need to make sure we do things right. We need programs to schedule the work so it can be undertaken efficiently and effectively. We also need the appropriate resources. Hopefully, they should have been accounted for in the plans and programs. And then we need to undertake the relevant activities to the required standard at a minimal cost to provide customers with the services they expect. Of course, there is going to be lots of room for improvement, so a system to monitor and manage performance needs to be put in place. The information from this system can be used to inform the various earlier stages in the asset management process. We need all this to happen in a systematic way so we can sustainably provide the required levels of service to current and also future customers. An asset management system, as prescribed in ISO 55001, helps do this. So, the net result from effective asset management is customers having a positive experience with the services provided to them.